Okay, so here I am. I don't know what happened. We got totally disconnected. There's tons of people here. The bathrooms here are like the most disgusting bathrooms I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Where I lived in the 5 towns, my bathroom was like, it was like bigger than the master suite, and had like everything in there. Hot tub, it had infrared sauna, it had infrared lights with it was all marble, and it was colorful, gorgeous. I've never seen a bathroom like that anywhere, even like in the $100 million apartments in Manhattan. It had power jets, you know, from all directions inside the shower. Red infrared lights when you come to heating lamps to warm you when you got out. So this bathroom, Len, look at the lines. First of all, this is so crowded. It was crazy. It wasn't even crazy like this in Memorial Day. It wasn't as crazy as this in Memorial Day. But, you know, I can't deal with Coney Island's crowdiness. And it's not so bad during the week, but it's still hooligans and ruffians and beer bottles everywhere. And I got cut when I was a kid. And I was here. Thank God I haven't been here. I've been in the 5 towns and beach clubs. They have beach clubs in Playa del Carmen also. And waterfalls and rainforests and stuff like that. But you know, the 5 towns beach club, and in my own house, I actually had I had my own creek, my own boat. I had a boathouse. I had a gun night pool with a diving board. I was able to walk to the North Woodmere Park from my backyard. I had a deck and a grill and massaging chair and a den and a bar, and I actually had you know, really nice stuff, Gucci and Prada and
do you want me to try to get a table?
Even Anne Klein, and you know, I bought the most expensive thing, and my ex-husband bought me lots of stuff. Le Boucheron perfume from France. Everything was I had tons of different perfumes. So I had a walk-in closet with a whole huge top, and I had a huge armoire, and I had a walk-in coat closet with like maybe 30 coats. I had a coat with my name engraved in it, for a long one, for $2,500 mink, from the Fur Vault of Manhattan. So, and in my backyard, when I walked to my backyard, you can get golf, putting, driving, the actual golf course with the golf cart. Here they have miniature golf, which is nice that they have it here. And there were tennis courts, basketball courts, a whole playground with sandboxes, and there was a Wet n Wild complex with slides and all different types of pools and boxes that you could climb up with the sprinklers for kids, and you know, you could just lie out on lounge chairs, and the slides were like really fun. And it was like different. It was, you know, they have food. You can purchase food there. At the beach clubs, you have lounge chairs. You have people serving you. You have all kinds of different restaurant food that they bring to you under an umbrella. This is like, you know, I don't know what they're doing here, but it's all like closed off, and you know, this is where I went to the McDonald's here and the Dunkin' Donuts, and I can't even afford that. I have like $0 now. For like 2 weeks, I'm gonna have $0 because I've been living on $0 for 17 years, which is like crazy. I'm basically homeless, which is nuts. But because I have crazy like the most expensive and best stuff in the world taste. So, and I forgot my water, and I've been getting these packages from a rabbi of like spoiled food, and from this organization, JASA, of Meals on Wheels and La Brioche. Like, I tried eating that stuff, and I actually had to throw it all out. It just gives me a lot of work to do. I have to throw out that stuff. But once every 2 months, I eat something like vegetarian liver from there if I'm desperate. But it just gives me tons of work. I have to throw all that stuff out. I just made cake in a dirty, disgusting microwave, because even though I've scrubbed it like crazy with bleach, which I don't like using, I like Melaleuca or organic natural stuff, and I want nothing to do with cleaning. It's still disgusting and dirty, and I made cake, which is semi-decent actually, in a microwave, and that's what I ate because I have $0, and my father put like a little piece of shawarma from this place Meisner's right near me, which is disgusting. It's hard as a rock and gross, and some coleslaw, and so I took that with me. I don't know how these places, that place actually, Moisson and La Brioche caterers, and that place Meisner's, actually Chuck Schumer fights for people to get funding for food, and Meisner's caters at the Borough Park Y for people, and you just pay a donation in order to get that food. I have no idea how these people, are in business, because, like I said, I could not eat that food. I mean, the food from the Y, when I first got here, I had no choice. I had $0. So sometimes I would, actually eat some of it. But it's really terrible. The meatballs and spaghetti are like the worst meatballs and spaghetti that I've ever tasted. And, I don't even know how to cook, and and I have no money, and I make a billion times better stuff than that. So I have no idea what they're doing, but something that they're doing isn't right. So sometimes I'll eat even, sometimes I ate even the chicken from the Meisner's caterers that cater to the Borough Park Y, but that my father bought me for $1, but that was also hard as a rock chicken. It has absolutely no taste. It tastes like a piece of rock. So I don't understand it. What? I mean, supposedly at Maspia too, the food was so oily that I threw up from it. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something very, very wrong. They actually Maspia, the people that cook at the Maspia. Actually, I went to restaurants. I went to this Chinese restaurant right near me because it's right near my house, and I bought their food, and it's hard as a rock. I went to another place that's people like a lot, and it's like the stuff has been staying out there all day. It might not be bad if it wasn't staying out there all day. And then they serve it to people. I wanted to throw that Chinese food that was hard as a rock and gross onto the floor. That's what I should have done, because they refused to give me something different. I said I can't eat that. And I went to a restaurant place near me, a Spanish place. The meat is thin and hard as a rock. And thin, and the red meat, and horrible quality, like the worst quality you can have. Then I went to this other Spanish place near me that's also very close, and they said they have lamb, and they lie. They don't have any. They have a thin little thing of pork, which is also out there all day and disgusting looking. It's all like dried up on top, and they gave me burnt meat, red meat at the place that I went to that my father told me to go to try because it's very close near me in Borough Park. So it's really horrendous. Glad a la carte actually has decent meat, but even their meat, even their steak, I spent it was like $160 for the steak, and it was not even really good. I mean, at least it wasn't like thin as you could possibly make meat, and it wasn't like the worst quality meat, but it wasn't good. So I don't know. There's only one place. It's called Nusret. It has a thick, huge steak, Nusret Steakhouse. That's 1,000 gold covered. It's 1,000 sprinkled with salt, and it's 1,000. Maybe it's Himalayan salt, and it's $1,100. So that's where I have to go next because I haven't really found a place that's really good. Le Grand Boucherie was not amazing either in Manhattan, and Applebee's was actually better, but also like tiny little thin piece of steak. Well, at least it wasn't old. Anyways, that's my thing about steak. I guess I haven't gone to the best in the world steak places, so that's what I have to do next because I can't cook and I have nothing to cook with, and I'm making better steak. So okay, and I despise anything to do with cooking and especially cleaning. So it's just angry all the time. And I would never wear what these people are wearing. I don't know what is going on. People are naked here. There's a woman with totally naked swimming on the beach, and there was a woman naked outside walking. So weird, with her breast, just the bottom. So I don't know what the occasion is, but I wouldn't. I was actually coming here so that I could get the McDonald's for $6 and the $5 special meal at Taco Bell and $2 coffee roll at Dunkin' Donuts, but I can't even afford that now. For 2 weeks, I don't have any money. My phone is not even going to work, except for my government phone, because my Boost Mobile $40 is due on June 26th, and I'm not going to have any money then. So, like, I have zero money, and I made rice, brown rice, and I made a cake this morning, and what is that? A man dressed like a woman.
Excuse us, cart coming through.
That is very bizarre. And so, sorry, my father bought egg and cheese croissant, Jimmy Dean's, the frozen. So I ate that for lunch, and chocolate cake for breakfast with coffee, and that's it. I have my little thing of disgusting turkey shawarma. I don't have even water because I forgot it. I've been going to the store next door to get Saratoga Springs water, but it's too much to carry. So I bought a filter from Target, filtered water, but I don't trust that at all. I believe in the best in the world of everything, and I have the worst in the world of everything. So I think it makes a very big difference. There's this place that sells, like, you know, the best in the world water. I think it's very important to have that. This filtered water actually puts brine in your bladder, so then people get issues with urinating. But I'm not schlepping that Saratoga Springs, you know, glass water bottles home, because it's disgusting. Like, even here, there's like beer glasses everywhere. As a kid, I actually got cut, you know, on the beach here from the beer glass, and it's horrible to have to carry, you know, glass bottles. So the solution is to live in the billionaire buildings where everything is there for you. You know, hot tub, the pool, you know, that's the best form of exercise. You know, the hot tub makes your heart elevate, so it's like cardio, and swimming is like the best exercise. So, and they have a spa, and they have a concierge that make the restaurant reservations, and they have restaurants in the hotel where, and I'm sure they have like very good water. Like this other place that I went to, they have electrolyte water, and they had lemon water. I like lemon agave water. And they say the best thing is to drink warm water, but you know, no, I do not like drinking warm water. Now, I don't know how people drink warm water. They say that's the best. It's the best for you. So, they say a lot of things, but I really don't believe. You know, I could drink hot tea, hot cocoa, but hot coffee. But, I like iced slushy coffee too. Iced coffee, and I like organic Hawaiian coffee. They don't even have it, with different kinds of flavors that they don't even have. You have to invent things like the buckwheat and tricolored organic cauliflower pizza and coconut flour pizzas. It doesn't exist. I have like ideas for like maybe 10, 20 companies that don't exist that I want. I want my limo truck that's electric, because it's ridiculous. My foot, even though I've been massaging it for like a couple of weeks now, is still in pain because I have to keep walking, you know, in order to get anywhere, because I don't have my limo truck that's electric, or I prefer electric plane. Actually, much prefer that, because I do not want to be here in Coney Island. Like yesterday, I was here, and it was really, really nice. I was like in the Blue Lagoon. I was in the water at like 10 o'clock at night, and a lot of people, most everybody left, and I was there by myself, and it was like being in the Blue Lagoon with boats and lights from all the different rides, and it was you know, it was just so peaceful. It was tranquil. I was there for a while. That was like being on my own, in my own you know, little island oasis, and that was actually really, really nice. I you know, I wish I would have thought to record it, but this guy was bothering me the whole time on purpose, and the day before, this other guy was holding me up to float and holding my hand and kissing on my neck, and he was doing that, you know, on purpose also. And the day before that, a Texas guy, I thought he was getting a little out of control, and I told him so. So I said that's beyond friendship. So he wasn't listening with this other guy, Mexican, the day before, the Pakistani day before. And then the day before that, it was really nice. This Texas guy with his kid was playing frisbee in the water. He came here from Texas because they don't have beaches there. It's very, very far to get to the beach. And he refused to go to roller coaster ride with his daughter, but we were playing frisbee and I was actually smiling. It was really fun actually to play frisbee in the water. Frisbee in the water, I never knew, because I never thought to play frisbee in the water before, because I don't know, it just never occurred to me, because I guess in the 5 towns, there's so many other things. There are like all kinds of millions of different pools with slides, and it's a lot of fun in diving, different level diving boards. So but it's fun actually to play, even with catching a ball and things like that. That was actually nice. But other than that was really nice. But other than that, like I said, those people were bothering me on purpose. Those men were doing it on purpose. The other day, this guy put suntan lotion on me, bought me a pina colada. The other guy bought me a strawberry stick, and he on purpose didn't buy me any food. Did it on purpose, and didn't take me home on purpose. So at least he put suntan lotion on this one guy. And so yeah, it's kind of important, because I can't get my back, and people are like just busy with their own selves doing things. So I don't know why there's this fear. I actually went to a flea market and a high-end thrift stores, designer stores in Manhattan, which is like so not like me. I hate it. Like I said, I used to go to like Prada, Victoria's Secrets, and buy the most expensive thing there, and Gucci wool skirts and Movado gold watches. I had a few with diamonds. I had a platinum gold one too. Long mink coats with my name engraved in it. So for me to be in these flea markets was really not fun. Like, it's not fun shopping from Temu or Shine, or places that I've been shopping, which is like total crap, and it breaks the next day. And even if it doesn't break, and it'll last forever, it's still stuff that it's disgusting. It's not me. It's not my personality. It's not what I should be wearing, because I like lotus silk and Manuka wool, which is the best quality stuff in the world, the best materials in the world. I don't care if junk lasts forever. I still don't want the junk. So that's and I don't care if the most expensive thing breaks the next day, because I still want the best thing in the entire world. So that's that. And I can't even afford to go on any of the rides or play miniature golf. So here I am on my ranting, angry rant. I'm hangry. I'm always hangry. So 17 years of intolerable stuff. So this is go-karts and this miniature golf. What is the miniature golf? I don't see it anymore. That's on, I think it's on another street. So that's my rant about my life the last 17 years. You know, I belong with that young, blonde, very young, handsome billionaire who looks pretty sophisticated looking, that I saw coming out of that billionaire building. He doesn't even understand that, you know, he has no idea what a passionate sensual relationship is. But with somebody, you know, you could have that with a you know, lap dancer. You have it with, you know, that gives you in any of the clubs in Manhattan. You know, it's a different. That's totally different. Not only might you get diseases if you have a passionate sensual relationship with somebody like that, but I also want someone that's always going to want to be French kissing me, holding my hands, holding me up in the water while I'm floating, and swimming with me, or, you know, hugging me. And it's, you know, that's a totally different, it's totally different than having it with, you could have it with anyone else, like I said, but then you just have one thing. You know, you could be intellectually and verbal comprehension, verbal skills on the same level as someone. You could be intellectually, and you could have a lot of the same interests, and you know, that's I think that's a different kind of relationship than with someone that you're just going to have a passionate sensual relationship with. You know, that there's like a million, you know, women, you know, out there in the world, and in Manhattan there are so many beautiful young women, but and like I said, there's places where you could get you know, pay for belly dancers, lap dancers, you know, you could pay for any of that. You could have people, you could get anyone, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna be the ideal person for you. So there are men don't even know what that is. I believe that there is such a thing as true love. Like, I count the hours that I'm away from my children. 1,000, 3,100, 136. So, it's hard to find sophisticated, classy person that is very bright and very articulate, has comprehension skills, verbal comprehension skills that are, close to genius level in every area, and then also, is voluptuous and figure 8 shape, and is a passionate, sensual person that wants the best in the world of everything for you. It's definitely hard to find, and I'm looking for that guy that deserves that. I think that the young blonde, white-skinned boy, billionaire from the Billionaire Building, definitely would deserve it. I don't know why he said, he's looking for a nice guy too. And I don't know what he's doing walking around the streets of Manhattan. Like, people don't understand that there's crime. Like, there was just someone stabbing someone in Midtown Manhattan. And petty crime, but also violent crime constantly. So people don't get it because they haven't been offered a job at Rikers Island, or had criminals as patients. So, until you experience it, you don't want to believe it. I just, say you can't go around being scared, but I'm not saying to go around. These bathrooms are even worse. They're the most disgusting bathrooms that I've ever. They're all stuffed. You can't even flush them. That's how bad these bathrooms are. As I was saying, you can't go around being scared, but you could take precautions, especially if you're a billionaire. I mean, we should. Why aren't you driving a limousine? Someone actually stopped the limousine for me and took me to the train station. Why aren't you at least doing what other people I saw young women do that seem like they would be good friends for me? They don't work or go to school. They just go to buy Fendi and Gucci and eat at 3 Michelin restaurants with Mercedes chauffeur service. So I don't understand why a billionaire would be biking, in Manhattan, in Central Park at night, or driving around, not driving around with the limo taking them around. I mean, there's so many. There's actually the limo that picked me up. He said he picks up people in the 5 towns. So that's where I lived. So I don't understand. I think they're clueless. That's the real truth. Most people are clueless about all kinds of different things. But they don't read 24/7 80% of the day, and they don't. They've been, sheltered, so they don't know. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'm gonna try to go into the water and then take a video of me swimming in the water. Well, let me eat something first. Maybe some disgusting, hard, tiny little bit of shawarma with coleslaw again, which I do not like eating the same thing again all the time.